Hello and welcome to the Liberty Flames Sports Network. I'm Brittany Tedder. Tim Tebow was signed by the Patriots this week. The terms of the contract have not yet been disclosed, but we do know that it was for 2 years and does not include any guaranteed money. Tebow was released by the Jets earlier in the year, but Patriots head coach Bill Belichick said, "Tim is talented and smart and works hard, so we'll see how it goes." Tebow was signed on as a quarterback, but Belichick isn't sure where they're going to use him yet. So I guess all us Tebow fans will have to wait and see what God has in store for him next. Now it's a slap heard round the courtroom that landed another NFL player in the headlines. Chad Johnson, known to the fans as Chad Ochocinco, was in court trying to get his sentence reduced for charges he faced for battery on his then-wife, Evelyn Lozada. Here you can see Chad playfully slap his lawyer for a good trial for reaching the deal with the prosecutor for community service and counseling to resolve his probation violation. After seeing the slap, though, the courtroom erupted in laughter, something that Judge Kathleen McHugh did not find amusing. She then sent him to jail for 30 days, making it clear that it was not a joke to her. Now, over the last few weeks, performance-enhancing drugs in baseball have been brought back to the surface. The league's requesting phone and FedEx records from the players in question. The MLB opened this latest wave of investigations when Alex Rodriguez, Ryan Braun, and Milky Cabrera appeared in an article about biogenesis. All of them have denied any wrongdoing. Now, males aren't the only ones suspected of taking drugs to enhance their play. Tiger Woods' girlfriend Lindsey Vonn, a gold medal Olympic skier, is also under fire. Come pee in a cup now. That's what Vonn was faced with just last week when she was dressed to the nines at the Council of Fashion Designers of America Awards and received a phone call from the United States Anti-Doping Agency. She said nothing says high fashion like peeing in a cup. Talk about an embarrassing moment, but Vonn handled it well, understanding that unfortunately drug testing has become a normal part of professional sports. Now stay tuned because coming up next we'll have highlights from college sports that you don't want to miss. Welcome back. We're going to kick off our highlights with a look at Liberty University's archery team. Liberty's archery team had 5 students attend the USCA Collegiate 3D Archery National Championships, where 3 won national titles in their respective divisions. National champions include Alex Blake, competing in the compound male division, Joshua McKinney, competing in the bow hunters male division, and Danielle Thompson, competing in the bow hunters women's division. Also competing at the tournament was Marissa Scalzo and Alex Agatinello, who both placed in the top 12 of their respective divisions. This is a huge feat and honor, and we here at Club Sports want to commend these athletes on their success. Also competing for national prize was Liberty's disc golf team, who beat West Virginia University, Penn State, University of Pittsburgh, and St. Vincent's this weekend in the national qualifying tournament for the Collegiate Disc Golf Nationals in April. Those who competed for Liberty were Jose Murat, Luke Lobshear, Andrew Crane, and Dakota Banton. Liberty beat number 55 WVU by 4 strokes and number 18 Pitt by 10 strokes to secure their spot and make a run for the national championship title. Jose Murat was the tournament's lowest stroke player for singles play, and the doubles team of Jose Murat and Dakota Banton also came home with the lowest doubles honors. The LA Triathlon team had a very successful fall racing series. The men's team ended second, and the women's team ended in 3rd place in the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Division. Joseph Anderson placed 2nd over all the collegiate male athletes, and Blakely Harris placed 3rd over all the collegiate female athletes. Joseph was followed by Scott Fritz, who ended up in 10th place overall, and Blaine Rouchet was our 2nd top female, who ended up 15th overall. The team's next competition will not be until the Collegiate Nationals in April of 2012 in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now coming up next in sports, exciting news for some local athletes. We'll be right back. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to leave you with an inside look at one of the hardest and most picturesque sports around. 5 a.m. or 5 p.m., you'll find members of the Great Bridge High School crew team here in the waters of the Atlantic Yacht Basin, right by the Great Bridge Bridge. This 40-member team is part of a winning tradition, and this past weekend they won the Thompson Cup, an award given to the most dominating rowing team in Eastern Virginia. This is their 10th straight win, and 2 of the leaders behind their success are Chelsea Adams and Andrew Levering.
Just being able to do what I love on the water every single day, it's really a beautiful sport.
I love winning. It's great when you win. You get to see the boats behind you as you're beating them, and it's fun.
Attention!
Coach Brian Stanball speaks very highly of his senior leadership.
Chelsea Adams is a 4-year rower. She's a very hard worker, very committed to what she's doing. As far as Andrew Levering goes, he sets a good example of what good work ethic will do for you. He's earned the respect of the other rowers, both in how he handles the practice and the training, as well as how he handles the other rowers themselves.
Is this a hard sport?
Pretty much anyone can do it. It's really what you make out of it. It's the level that you want to have, and you make it as hard as you want it to be.
It's not just, little paddles here and there. It's actually all conditioning. One of the hardest sports I've ever done.
Chelsea competes in a single, so we asked her, does it get lonely out there on the water?
It's definitely not motivating whatsoever, but I want to win states. I want to win nationals. That's my motivation. That's what makes me come out here every single day.
Andrew is part of a 2-man crew, so what's his greatest fear?
The only thing is that I don't want to let Anton down. I don't want to be the reason that we lose a race.
These two are just one part of the success story here at Great Bridge. Maggie Curran, that's her on the left, and Mary Kirby are continuing their rowing career on the collegiate level. Maggie at UMass and Mary at Old Dominion. As for Andrew and Chelsea, Andrew is headed to James Madison to study engineering, and Chelsea has received a scholarship to row for the University of Virginia.
It was probably the most nerve-wracking phone call that I've ever had.
That's all for this edition of the Liberty Flame Sports Network. Our next broadcast is tomorrow at 6 p.m. We look forward to seeing you then.